To use the features shown in this video, you will need to use EverWeb 4.4 or higher for macOS or Windows. EverWeb's scrolling effects give you an easy way to keep headline or other useful information always in view on the pages of your website. It's also great for when you want to keep reminder information visible at the bottom of the screen, or when you want to pin social media icons to the side of your page. Scrolling effects can be applied to objects in both fixed width and responsive pages. To apply a scrolling effect, first select the object that you want to use a scrolling effect with. Next, go to the Shape Options tab and click on the checkbox to the left of the Scrolling Effects section title. This will activate the scrolling effect settings. Once you have activated the scrolling effect settings, you can apply a combination of settings to achieve the effect that you want. For the moment though, we are going to take you through each field in turn. The first setting is Activate at Scroll Location. The default is set to 0, so the scroll effect will activate immediately as your visitor scrolls. If, for example, you set the field to a value of 20, the scrolling effect will be triggered when the page has scrolled down 20 pixels. When setting the value for this field, you have two additional ways in which to enter a value. The first way is to use a plus number. For example, if you entered plus 50, the scrolling effect will trigger at the current object position, plus 50 pixels. The second way is to use a percentage. For example, if you entered 10%, the scroll effect will trigger when the object is scrolled to 10% from the top of the browser. The second scrolling effect setting is Behavior. This defines the type of scrolling effect that is being applied to the selected object. There are 6 different scrolling effects available. Pin to top. The object will be pinned in the center of the top of the page. Pin stack. The first stacked object will be pinned to the center of the top of the page. Any following stacked pinned objects will stack one under the other as the page scrolls. Pin push. Objects are pinned to the center of the top of the page. However, as the page scrolls, the first pinned object will be replaced by the next pinned object. The second pin push object will be replaced by the third, and so on. Pin to bottom. The pinned object will appear in the center of the bottom of the screen. Pin to left. The pinned object will appear at the left-hand edge of the browser window. Pin to right. The pinned object will appear at the right-hand edge of the browser window. The third scrolling effect field is Spacing. This field sets the amount of space a pinned object is from the edge of the browser. For example, if I set a value of 10 for an object that is pinned to the left, it will appear 10 pixels in from the left-hand edge of the browser. The next scrolling effect field is Reverse Action on Scroll Up. If you check this box, as you scroll back up the page, the pinned object will move back to its original location. The final field in the scrolling effects section is Scrolling Effects. You have 7 different effects to choose from, and you can combine effects as desired. For example, you could use Change Color to change the background color of an object, in combination with Fade to make the object look semi-transparent. When you combine scrolling effects together, you can get some great effects, some of which we have shown you in this video.